welcome back. Today we are going to finish this painting. I started it in the last video. I think we got so far as like part of the face, and I've done more since then, and we're gonna finish it on this video, hopefully. I really want to, because I don't have that much time to finish it, so I need to finish it in about 2 hours. Just what's left is like her shoulder, neck, and this part of her hair, and that shouldn't take that long, hopefully. So I'm gonna finish it with you guys, and yeah, let's begin. So like I said, I have her neck and shoulder area to finish. So I'm just gonna go right in and work on that. I think this painting is going okay. I go back and forth between liking it and thinking something's wrong with it. But that's pretty standard for, painting. You go back and forth between liking it and not liking it, and thinking that you're brilliant and thinking that you're shit. Comes with the territory. Right now I'm just kind of going over the darkest points of her neck and collarbone. I don't really like how that looks, but it's kind of muddy, so when it's dry I'm gonna fix it and fix a lot more of the shadows. But I think I'll just have to do minor tweaking. I think at this current juncture, I like it. I was kind of scared that the tones that I picked were gonna come out dull, but I think they look very dreamlike. So I was kind of going for like a light and airy, kind of almost cotton candy-esque look. Again, I live next to a street that's busy, and so you're gonna hear cars going by. For the next videos, I'm going to play with the sound and how I record my sound. I'm still learning about all that, so over time I'll get better. But if I waited until I felt I was a expert on everything having to do with sound and recording and all that, then I feel like I would have never uploaded anything. I've uploaded stuff in the past, and I think I rethought it a lot, and now I just want to put out videos and learn as I go, because I think the best way to learn is to do and learn as you go, and trial and error. Kind of like with painting, because I did not go to art school. YouTube helped me a lot. Especially when I started to venture into oils. And I thought there was so much more to it than actually is. It's a very easy medium. I feel like some people are intimidated by it. I love it. I'm more intimidated by other mediums like watercolor. Watercolor is so hard. I have such a respect for watercolor artists. But oils are easy. Another big reason why I want to finish this is because all of those pre-mixed colors that I showed you in the last video. In the last video, the part 1 of this one, I tell you all about why I'm painting Sleeping Beauty. Did I say that in this video? This is Sleeping Beauty in my style. I don't know if I said it already. But I tell you why I'm painting this, and I showed you my palette, and I have a lot of pre-mixed colors on my palette, and I need to finish this because my paints are gonna dry. And there's nothing worse than having paints already made up, and then they dry, and then you try to remix the same paint, and it's not an exact match, and it sucks. So I'm trying to get everything finished, so I don't have to worry about pre-mixed paints, and all the little details that I need to go in and fix are more shadows, which are not that hard to get right. It's going to be a lot of glazing to help bring out more saturation from what's already been put down. And glazing is like a thin translucent layer over the layer that's already there. So yeah, like I was thinking about how I want her hair to be a little bit more yellow, almost kind of cartoon yellow, even though I do like how this tone is. If I do want her more yellow, I feel like I can go back in and glaze a yellow over top to just give more of a yellow glow. That's another thing I love about oils, is that they're I usually love to layer, even though this is an Alla Prima painting, which I'm doing like wet on wet in one layer. But I do love that like the paint itself is translucent, and so when you're looking at it in person, like, you can see all the layers come together to make the final image a lot more than I feel acrylics do. So zooming through this, maybe? I don't know. For me, this part is like the easiest part, where I kind of just like doze off, not doze off, because I don't fall asleep, zone out. That's pretty much what happens, because it's just a plane of just skin, pretty much, and just putting in color and different shadows that are needed. But it's mostly, it doesn't take a huge amount of focus. Trying to maintain depth. And not get too muddy, like I think I got over there. Not overthink it. So I'm like, in my mind, it's like, it's a clavicle, but in the picture, it looks like just like this block of color. I don't know, it's weird. So paint what you see and not what you think it's supposed to be. Color theory is so funny because I don't know if it showed that on the video, but this looks so gray compared to this, but this is pink. It's a pastel pink, but next to this very saturated pastel pink, it looks gray. I'm gonna start on her dress area, so around here. This blue right here is my favorite. It's like creamy periwinkle, like bluish purple. In prep for this painting, I rewatched Sleeping Beauty, and I completely forgot about the part when the two fairies, I can't think of their name, but the pink fairy and the blue fairy were fighting about what color her dress would be, and I was rooting for the blue dress, so that's why I made her dress blue. And plus I just thought that her skin would look better in pink, and then the dress contrasting it with blue. But yeah, I wanted Miss Ma'am with the blue dress to win. And again, when they were fighting, at the end, when she was dancing on the dance floor and turning back and forth, it was very cute and funny. It's kind of like this chiffon type of thing going on. So it's mostly like white layered over the blue. So I'm just laying down some blue areas for the white to mix with. Kind of look sheer. Like her vibe right now to me, which I love, kind of looks like a '50s prom queen, but a movie of a '50s prom queen, but the movie was shot in the '80s. It has that '80s tinge to it. That's what this is giving me. I don't know how to explain it, but I like it. Really dry, but just adding that in before I just douse this in just white paint. I might need to put more white paint on my palette. Again, I've just been using Filberts pretty much the whole time, and then this mop brush to blend. Sorry, my hands in the way down. I don't know why I put my hand up like that. I'm not sure if it's blocking your view. to attempt to bring out more folds. In this fabric. I think when it's dry, I will bring out more of the white highlights and do her arm right here. Since it is on fabric and I have, brought in part of the fabric to the forefront of the painting, I can make the fabric the background and the foreground. So I just have to be careful with painting around these roses. That's terrible posture. But I don't want to raise this up because it'll make a lot of noise and it's fine where it is. I'll just hunch over for a bit. Sorry about the sound of the air conditioner. It's hot today. So could not go without. Alright, just have this bit of hair. I worked on this last night, and you would think that it is still wet, but no. Majority of it is dry. One, because it's just super hot, and two, a lot of this is burnt umber. Like the dark parts are burnt umber and burnt sienna, and they dry really fast. Like within a day. It would kind of help me out a lot if it was still a little wet, because I can move some things around easier and blend them in to what's already been painted better, but we will make do. Also, like I said in the last video, again, if you haven't seen it, you should go watch that video. But a lot of the shadows for her hair are purple. I'm using purple. Purple, burnt sienna, burnt umber mixed together. Yellow ochre mixed with stuff, cadmium yellow mixed with stuff. I can't remember the exact mixes I did. And Hansa yellow. I think some Naples yellow too. I think these were all Gamblin. Maybe the cadmium yellow is Winsor Newton. I don't remember. My paints are over there behind me, and a little drawer thingy. Sorry. Also, a lot of these colors are transparent, so building them up on top of each other and kind of mixing them with each other to achieve the color and opaqueness that I need right now before I let it dry and go back in and deepen things or lighten things. Again, be careful around these for a roses. Trying to add dimension. Where I can. This is kind of have to be strategic and how you put stuff, but I mean, it doesn't have to look exactly like the picture because it's hair, and hair flows differently, and we can't, paint each strand. It's getting a little bit darker outside, so I'm trying to hurry up. Let me just say, I am not ready for daylight savings time to end, and I really wish they just do away with it, or keep the daylight savings as the norm. Because I like having longer days. I know there's people that like when it gets darker earlier for whatever reason, but I like having more time in the day. And it ends next month, the end of next month, and I'm sad about that. I mean, sound-wise, it's better to film at night, obviously, because there's less disturbances. But lighting-wise, nothing beats natural lighting. So that's not the color I meant to get, but okay. I meant to get something darker. bit. So that looks kind of like a cocoon of hair. Gonna bring some lighter portions in here or some lighter paint in here to kind of break that up. So it doesn't look so cylindrical. Now let's bring out some highlights of hair. I keep doing stuff. But I think once it dries, I'm gonna add more shadowing all through here. I can't really do it right now because it is all mixing together. But I think we're good. And I think that, yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna bring you closer so you can see. Okay, so here is painting. Like I said, I'm gonna go in once it's dry and glaze in some more shadows and add some more highlights. But here is pretty much the gist of her. Sleeping Beauty in my style. Yeah, thanks for watching and good night.